Oh, there we go. What's going on, people? It's your boy, the one and only Nasta, live and direct and in full effect. Best believe that. Lateness is greatness. I know, even for Jamaican timing, it's not good. It's not looking good, bruv. But anyway, we move. Cool. Now, big game tonight, boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, best believe that. Arsenal v PSG at home, first leg semi-final. Now, Mikel Arteta, Lego head. Your ass is on the line big time tonight, boy. Best believe that. And it will be twitchy. Pause. So, I have a sneaky feeling of what he's going to do tonight. He won't go gung-ho, but there'll be an element of, parking the bus and trying to hit them on the counter like we did against Real Madrid. More so in the second leg, but again, because we're playing home first like we did against Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, it should be rinse and repeat. Now, PSG will be more difficult than Real Madrid because Real Madrid have been poor this season. That's for damn sure. But either way, for me, the way I see it, these players have got to step up big time now. Big up to one live viewer. There was two. Big up to everyone in the comments. Like and subscribe. Road to 50 subs. It's gonna take a little bit extra with my Jamaican timing, but it is what it is, guys. Keep grinding, keep doing my thing. And we keep moving on. We keep rolling on. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it's what we have to do, guys. It's what I have to do. And people, best believe, I want to see a much better performance. We'll get into what I think the lineup will be a little bit later and sort of towards the end, middle end-ish, what I think the score is going to be. However, I do think we'll win. But it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a very tough game. It'll be interesting to see because obviously we've got no party. Jorginho's out injured. Havertz ain't back yet. Not that I want him back, but anyway, the donkey, he can remain out in the wilderness. The only difference is there's no Shrek with him. Tactics. But yeah, it's for me, my single biggest issue, other than this manager's complete lack of self-awareness, in-game tactics, his lineups, in-game management, is Wodegaard. Wodegaard will be shitting himself. He'll be absolutely shitting himself tonight. You think that's the last we'll see of him doing that like he did at the Bernabeu? And even at home against Real Madrid in the first leg, he kind of looks similar, innit? Let's be real, people. This guy don't want it. He can't be fucked. He royally can't be asked. For damn sure. Can't be asked, can't be asked. Potato, tomato, whatever. But listen to what I'm saying, right? This is our club captain. Don't give me all this shit. It's like, oh, but he's world class. Yeah, one good season. Not even a great season. One good season. 15 Premier League goals. I believe it's 11 assists. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, guys. But I know it's 15 Premier League goals. And then top gooners are creaming all over themselves. What are we doing here? I mean, what's really going on in people? It even baffles me at this point. They're beyond tapped, guys. I know I'm crazy, but these guys are way beyond tapped, bro. They're a different category themselves. Shout out to the LGBTQ HDMI PS5, bruv. If you know, you know. But anyway, we move. Yeah, the way I see things going, it's going to be a cagey game. Do not be surprised, guys. Do not be surprised if this ends up being a cagey game. I mean, Erdegaard, we know he's shitting bricks. Let's just get that out there. But if you look at David Raya, for example, I don't want to see him outside of his penalty box at all. In the whole, for the rest of the tournament, forget this game, forget this tie. For the rest of the tournament and for the rest of the season, I don't want to see that motherfucker doing bullshit outside of our own penalty box. You're not that good. You're very good, but you're not that good, bro. You're not that good. And you're 6 foot. Maybe 6'1" if you want to round it up and all this shit. You already got lobbed by Mateta. Again, a quality, very quality backup. Even though I say so myself. Fucking considering Palace. They're in the FA Cup final, guys. Who would have thunk it? What phase are they in? And don't be surprised if they win it either, because we've seen Man City lose in an FA Cup final before when they were the clear outstanding favourites. 2013 Wigan. Need I say more? Anyway, let's keep going. When Raya got lobbed, Guns called it. We all fucking called it. We knew it was happening. We knew it was fucking happening. Best believe that. We knew he was going to get chipped at this point, or at some point this season, basically. And then when it happened, I didn't hear no top gooners, trying to make excuses or doing this, doing that, deflecting and all of that. Huh? I'm still waiting. Best believe that. Now, even though I've clearly said from the start of this pretty much that we're going to win this game, I said it in Aaron's chat earlier. Big up, like and subscribe to him. We're going to go through the comments shortly, but I'll just end on this, right? I don't want to hear no shit from these top gooners if we win tonight. Whether it's 1, 2, 3, even 4-0. Fuck it. Let's just say we have an absolute blinder. We play better than we did against Real Madrid, but we're even more clinical. Let's say we win 4-0 and the tie is done-ish. Like, for argument's sake, I don't want to see them hollering. I don't want to see them expeditiously gassed. Don't talk this fucking shit to me because I've been here before. I'm a professional. This is what I do. And this is exactly what I do, bro. Best believe that. But joking aside, guys, I'm playing. But it is what it is. Like, the thing is, we've been in a Champions League final before. The likes of Igal, Christian, whatever. More so the younger lot haven't seen us in a Champions League final. But I know Igal has. I'm sure Christian has. He's similar age range to me, give or take. Like, we've been here before. Now, I'd rather face Barca, and if we get to the Champions League final. But, if it's not Barca, then it will be Inter. And I'd rather face Barca than Inter. Let's believe that. That's for damn sure, people. That's for damn sure. I don't want to hear no fucking bullshit. Be like, oh, we got the best squad in the league. We're going to do this. And I also don't want to hear any of you motherfuckers be like, oh, referee, doing all of this. We were robbed. Now, after Real Madrid's second leg, none of you top gooners, none of you motherfucking cunts can ever speak to me or any of us about refereeing decisions ever again. I don't want to hear it. Apologies for that. My bad. Okay. I think it's high time we get to the comments. You've been waiting more than long enough, I should say. Big up AFC always. Number one supporter. Exactly. Like and subscribe to the team. Need to score 2 or 3 goals and keep a clean sheet to take with us going into the second. Yeah, 100% agree. Yeah, I'm fully on board with that. Fully on board. 1-0 will not do it. You saw what happened to Liverpool, and these players in the back of their mind knows it. The problem is, the issue I have with this game, and we'll get into it more deeply, pause, when it comes to this, pause, is that, you know, Wodegaard, aka Pillowfoot, missing guard, Houdini guard, I've been nicking a living guard, you know the rest, and all of that, bruv. Like, bruv, it's mad. It's a mad thing. Like, everyone is like, think of it this way: Declan Rice is going to be carrying this wet wipe, this pussy-o, for the rest of the season, bruv. He's going to carry him tonight, and he'll carry him in the second leg as well, plus Partey when he comes back for the second leg. When is this fucker going to turn up? Especially that he's the captain. And people say, oh, but he didn't put his hand up to say he's the captain. It was a player's vote. Even if it was a player's vote. Man City had that with fucking Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker weren't the real captain of Man City. He never was. Ruben Diaz was more the captain. KDB, more of a captain. Whatever you think of him. Yeah, I know he's been finished for a few years now, but still, quality player. I do rate him highly. Not as highly as greatest ever, like, Premier League midfielders. I mean, let's not take the piss here. That's for sure. Damn fucking right. Okay. Yeah, it's just one of those things, guys. It's one of those things. We all have to perform. Wodegaard has to step up because we can't afford to play 10-man against PSG. Against an extremely poor Real Madrid, we could get away with it. But against this lot, no chance. We'll get turned over. We'll get folded like a deck of cards, mate. My guy, Rashid, big up, bro. Exactly. Smash the likes. 5 live viewers at the moment. Big up to every single one of you. There was 7 at one point. You know, this, considering how late I was, man, like, this is brilliant, guys. You know, much appreciated for the love, support, all of that. Talking of which, yeah, AFC as always, I've got more comments. Seeing Liverpool gonna lift that Premier League trophy is pure pain, and Arteta needs to be held accountable. Yes, if he wins the Champions League, it will blind the fans to how bad our campaign in the Cups and League have been. Yeah, you're spot on. Back once again for the Renegade Master, AFC always. Big up your damn self every single time. Like, remember, Roberto Di Matteo, mate. You guys remember when he won the Champions League, right? You guys do remember. All of you guys remember when he won the Champions League, right? The following season, and he won the FA Cup as well in that same season, by the way. Let's not forget. And then what happened to him? He got the chop. His head was on the chopping block. Why? Because at that time, Chelsea had the best ownership, had the best owner in world football. Still to this day, there hasn't been a better owner than Roman Abramovich. I'll debate anyone. I will challenge, fuck debate. I'll challenge anyone to that shit because really, truly, there's no debate in my eyes. That's for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Lateness is greatness. As always. You know how I move. You know how I move. We don't make the final or win it. We should be tearing things down. Exactly. Accountability is the best ability. Big up Guns. Big up Guns because, you know, hit the nail on the head with that one each and every single time. Like, I truly hate the lack of accountability in English football. It's ruined the Premier League. It's absolutely destroyed the Cups. I mean, I remember when Vinnie Jones was doing like a little interview with Discovery or whatever, you know, in regards to like his show that he's doing. I can't remember the name of it on there. Basically, he was asked about what do you think of semi-finals being played in Wembley? He's like, nah, it devalues the FA Cup. I know I'm paraphrasing here, but basically how it used to be, for anyone that watches this that doesn't know or doesn't remember, either way, to each your own, the semi-finals used to be played on neutral grounds. One of the most popular destinations was Villa Park, Stamford Bridge was one, Old Trafford was one. I think Highbury might have been FA Cup semi-final neutral venue. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure Stamford Bridge has. I know Villa Park has. And going back through the archives, anyone that knows their history, and this is really basic Arsenal history, Villa Park was where we played United, FA Cup semi-final replay, I believe, as well. Ryan Giggs, top off, Harry Treston, all of that, and the rest is history, bruv. You know, we should stop them doing the treble, for damn sure. Views, my guy, big up your damn self. You know, you're welcome to join the stream. Any of you guys, I put the link in the in the group chat for the guys that are in there. Big up your damn self. I will put the link in the chat at some point. I just need to get through the rest of these comments because you guys have been waiting beyond patiently. Undisputed Insights, big up. What's your prediction for the game? I'll get to that. I'll get to that later. Don't worry. I'll make sure that start it so I'll remember. But yeah, I'll get into that a bit later because I'm planning on doing another sort of an hour and a half, hour 45, basically 2-hour stream, give or take. But especially seeing as how late I've been, you guys deserve it, innit? You guys definitely deserve it. But yeah, I'll answer that a bit later. I should be getting 1 or 2 guests on later. If they're still able to make it. If not, no worries. You know, I'll keep cracking on doing what I do. 6 live viewers at the moment. Big up your damn selves each and every single time. AFC always my fucking G, bruv. Real one. Arteta, win it or fuck off. Last chance to win something. Exactly. What's the aim of elite sport, guys? Trophies. I don't care how we do it, but do it. Do it. Just do it. Yeah. Arteta's going to have to pull out the stinkiest, spicy, paella Pulis shit football that we've ever seen, bro. But at the same time, allow the ballers to play. Allow the, well, I know Thomas Partey suspended in this game, but the Declan Rices, the Sakas, you know, I think Trossard will play in that false 9. I'd rather it be Marino and then have Zinchenko in the midfield. But later on, we'll get to that, what I think either the team will be or what I would pick as the starting 11 for tonight anyway, because I don't think... Just give me 1 sec, guys. 1 sec. I don't believe the team is out yet. I know there's still be a bit of news here and there. Yeah, no, they do it just before the match. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, I'll get to that. I'll get to that Undisputed Insights, but big up anyway. Gained yourself a new sub. My fucking G, big up. Fantastic channel. You talk facts. My prediction for Arsenal is 2-1. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, bro. I predict to win, but again, I'll get to the scoreline towards the end. You know, we got to induce. You know, we got to prolong the drama, just like the fucking EPL, them cunts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. If they can do it shamelessly, why can't we? And why can't I? I'm doing it anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? But in between that time, I'll do the best that I can with the only way I know how I can, which is being me, authentic, you know, speaking from the heart, saying it as it is. I say what I mean and mean what I say. Best believe that. If you had one dream signing in the summer, who would it be? I go Verts. That's the dream signing. Get rid of Pillowfoot. He can go the other way to Leverkusen. He'd probably do quite well there. You know, he'd have to take a massive pay cut. You know, in other words, we'd have to subsidise the wages. But we've got the money to do that. I don't want to hear no Top Gooners or any fucking one else be like, oh, but we're strapped for cash. PSR. Fuck out of here, man. You know, talking that that bullshit, bro. Like, what are we doing here? What's going on? What is going on? But yeah, honestly, for me, Wirtz is everything that this fan base think that Odegaard is. Touch, proper incisive pass. He can finish. He's actually probably slightly shorter, but he ain't weak. Nowhere near as weak as Pillowfoot in every sense of the word, bro. Best believe that. And like just the tech level is just different gravy, mate. You know, the only reason why we wouldn't get him really is the price. It's not even the wages, it's the price. Because if we send Odegaard the other way, I think, to be honest, it would take 100 mil plus them getting Odegaard just to even for them to consider the deal, bruv, because they'll get offers at some point from a Barcelona or a PSG, Real Madrid. It's definitely going to be 100 mil plus. 100 is minimum. 100 mil is minimum. That's what we're dealing with, guys. But apparently, Odegaard, Pillowfoot, Gibraltar, missing guard. I'm nicking a living guard. Apparently, he's a 9-figure player. Top baller. Yeah, top pussy, more like. Jesus, what are we doing here? What's going on here? Now, we move. AFC as always. Real one. Number one supporter. Big up your damn self each and every single time. You know this. Imagine having Wirtz there. You take chances, not overcarry, wouldn't do all these useless flicks. Yeah, none of these hair flicks and doing all the all the static electricity bullshit. Do you know what I mean, bro? Like, yeah, he ain't gonna be doing none of that. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I've said this before. Pillowfoot is a futsal player. Odegaard is a futsal player. In small-sided indoor arenas, he's ideal because he's got enough tech to fuck about and he'll play the incisive, wicked pass every now and then, and he looks like a fucking genius. He might score the odd goal here and there as well. And he can do that, and it confuses some defenders, even good defenders. But in the men's game, big bad boy pitches, 11v11, yeah, or basically 10v10 outfield, yeah. Either way, however way you want to look at it, that shit don't fly because you need to move the ball quicker. I mean, I know in futsal, you know, the ball needs to move quick and all of that as well. You got to be incisive like every single fucking time. But still, you know, what Odegaard does, what he does, can work well in certain situations in futsal. But again, he's more suited to futsal than he is, you know, 11-a-side football. He's a 5-a-side player. Let's be real. If you had him in your goals team, power league and all of that, it'd be great. He'd be calm, innit? You know, keeping the ball on the ground and shit like that. The odd incisive pass where he, you know, dinks it over or dinks it around either side, whatever. You know, it is what it is. But the problem is, when the pitches are much bigger, you're playing against more people, right? More players, whatever. You can't hold on to the ball for that long. Not at this level. This is the problem, guys. And we've been saying it. We've been seeing it for years. And now, them fucking mutants, them Twitter spackers, now, right here, right now, Fatboy Slim settings, they're questioning, merely questioning and turning on Odegaard now. They've seen the light. We've been saying it, bro. We've been saying it. His ass will be shitting bricks for damn sure tonight. Watch his facial expressions before he steps out onto the pitch with the team. Watch Odegaard. Watch how he looks. And tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm fucking lying. Come on. Yeah. Jesus Christ. What are we doing here? Undisputed Insights, big up back once again. We must be up for this game, must win. at their stadium are too dangerous for us. We must need at least 1 goal difference. I'd say 2. I think if we get 2, we're not as frantic. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when it's a 1 goal difference, things start to get hectic. I mean, look at the PSG Liverpool game. I saw both. Well, I saw the second leg. I saw the game at Anfield. I saw the highlights of the first game. But yeah, that Anfield leg, yeah. PSG bopped them off the park. Should have scored more. But Liverpool had chances as well, and they were wasteful, way too frantic. And it was always going to be an issue for them. Whereas what we need to do is we need to take the game away from them. Best believe. Yeah, so we move, but big up anyway. The only fight I've seen at Tottenham ground all season was the Eubank Junior Conor Ben. Yeah, there we go. The only reason why Mr. It's who we are, mate. High line for life, mate. Yeah, what's that? The reason why he's still fucking there is because they have a chance of winning the Europa League. I can't see them doing it at all. 1% chance, if that. Because Bodo Glimt, they're not the same Bodo Glimt that we played in the Europa League. That's for damn sure. And then on the other side, you've got Man United or Bilbao. Either one of them two will beat Tottenham in the final. I'm convinced. And if it's Bilbao, this is what people need to understand, right? When a European final is at a home ground, other than Bayern Munich with Chelsea, because they fucked that one up royally. And notice how it hasn't happened since, right? Even the host team hasn't got to a Champions League final. I mean, it's in Munich this time, but Bayern ain't even in it, so they ain't in it no more. So it is what it is. But anyway, I'll digress on that. You notice how they should, usually more often than not, bar the obvious I've just mentioned, the home team plays better. Even a Nico Williams, who's a scrub, overrated, overhyped the lot. P&P, pay some power merchant. The cunt. Anyway, even he will step up his game, bro. Look what he did in the Euro final. He wasn't amazing, far from it, but he got a crucial goal. I believe it was either the first or the second goal, but I know he scored it. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it was the first, and then Azoyabal got the second one. Either way round. And yeah, you just see the difference. I think Bilbao will win it. I think they'll win it. If they don't win it, it will be Man United. But I would love it if Bodo Glimt won the Europa League. I'm not gonna lie. Bilbao, I'm cool with that. With them hosting the Europa League final, all that. But I would love it just for the bands. They beat Tottenham and then they beat either Bilbao or Man United. It'd be even better if they faced Man United in the final. I would love it. Because Bodo Glimt, they play with no fear, bruv. They got certified big fucking bollocks. They turn up, home or away. Doesn't matter if it's all against them. They know what they need to do. They know how to play. There's continuity. It's so important, guys. Something that this fraudulent manager doesn't understand. Keeping players together, but also at the same time not overplaying them, keeping them partnerships, and just playing the right fucking team, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Play the right system. Don't overcomplicate it, because football is a very fucking simple game. Like, what's really going on with these motherfucking, clowns, bro? Wet wipes, absolute wastemen, bro. But anyway, yeah, big up AFC as always, bro. See what I did there? But yeah, absolutely. But we know Tottenham. They've always been shit in my lifetime. I've only ever seen them lift one trophy in my lifetime. That was the League Cup. That tells you everything you need to know about that football club. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were 20th at one point when they won the League Cup. They were like relegation, fighting for relegation, and they won the cup, bro. Oh, but it's about league position. Fuck off, man. What are we doing here? Get the fuck out of here, man. You know, these motherfuckers need to behave. You know, disciplina in the vicinity, best believe that. Woo! Ric Flair in this bitch. But yeah, if Arsenal don't win the Champions League, do you think Arteta will be sacked? He fucking should be sacked. You know, that Mick McCarthy meme shit, you know what I'm saying? Can it get any worse? I think it can. You know what I mean, bruv? Like, best believe, soon come, yeah? Pause. I will get onto that shit, yeah. I'll bring back the classics. The the real ones, the real motherfucking memes and shit, bruv. They'll be there, and we will be there. More than you believe. More than you believe. Yeah. I've always said he'll be gone by Christmas. You know, because Berta will look at it just like, okay, I've just got through the door. If the fans all turn on me, then basically Josh will be pressured into sacking me, blah, blah, blah. See, Berta knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that Arteta's a snake. He knows. Don't think he hasn't walked in there knowing how tight him and fucking Josh Kroenke have been. Don't think for 1 second. None of this, Berta tapped Mikel Arteta on the shoulder so they're best buddies. What? What are we doing here? I mean, that's beyond tapped. But anyway, we move. But yeah, big up yourself. But yeah, I'd say Christmas, bro, to answer your question. Can you just clear this all up? Apparently, Saliba's linked with Madrid. Do you think he'll leave? If we don't win the Champions League, he's on his way, whether it's this summer or next summer. Because even if let's say we don't win anything this season, but let's say next season we win the league, we get to semi-final, maybe even final, maybe even win it next season after not winning anything this season. I still think he'll leave because Real Madrid. Now that is the different knock. You know, people talk too many people talking about Arsenal like, oh, it's a different knock. Dickheads, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no amount of money we offer him is going to keep him here for that much longer. Trust me. A lot of these players have been brought up, you know, supporting, you know, like the Real Madrids, the Barcelona, or just have had dreams, not even supporting, just having dreams, period. Rafinha there, doing bits. Lamine Yamal came through straight from the academy and shit. Come on. Well, this is what we're dealing with, people. Big up AFC. Arteta needs to know and understand how to utilise players to their strengths and switch up the style of play. Also learn more about game management and man management of players. Absolute facts, mate. His in-game management and man management is probably the worst I've ever seen in football, period. Don't tell me, and no one can tell me, that this guy's a great man manager. See, even the top gooners, they go on the tactics that he's, you know, a genius because he's Pep's disciple and all of this crap, right? But you notice how they always question the in-game management. I've heard a Gal enough times question his in-game management. He doesn't question his man management because otherwise his narrative, his agenda falls apart. Best believe that it falls apart. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, what the fuck are we doing here? You know, and this is what's truly guaning people. Like, Arteta has multiple ways of playing. I don't believe he has that 72 formations that he was going on about because he's a compulsive liar, beyond compulsive liar, I should add, by the way. But yeah, but this is exactly what we are dealing with. This is exactly who is in charge of this football club, or was. But we've got Andrea Mafioso, bad boy, Berta, mate. Best believe that. Come here to clean up our mess. You know, he's got a mountain to climb, you know, a serious job to do, bruv. Everest level settings, yeah? But But I believe he'll do it. Now, I know there's people that will have their questions like, well, he's only just got in. You shouldn't be too gassed and all of that. Okay. We'll have the same energy for these fuckers that, you know, when Arteta rolled up thinking his shit don't stink and all of that, yeah? No experience. And this is why I never wanted him in the first place. First and foremost, people, yeah? Because people were talking about, oh, but he's one of Pep's chosen ones. Chosen for what? What? Like, what we... Nah, mate. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, this is beyond a joke. Like this is beyond a joke. No one would have picked him to be Arsenal manager 5-6 years ago. It's going on to 6 now. Best believe that. But as soon as he walks through the door, they're just like, oh, I'll back him. If he wants him, I want him. Fuck out of here. Bitches, bruv. Like, what are we doing here? They make me physically sick, I swear, man. I had enough of these motherfuckers. But anyway, pick up AFC as always. Best believe that. Like, again, spitting facts as always. Big up Ryan Rezzolini. I believe that's how you say it. Arsenal about to get relegated. Feel bad for them. They would have had a better chance against Barcelona. I think you're probably trolling there, mate. You know, little bit of banter. Great banter there. But either way, big up yourself. No hard feelings and all that. Big up Joseph. Yeah, I will keep spitting them facts. Speaking facts about the club. You know what I'm saying, bruv. But anyway, big up Undisputed Insights. Arsenal need to let go of players like Sterling. Well, he'll be gone anyway because we loaned him. Thank fucking God for that. He is a useless cunt. Let's be real, people. Let's be real. Because we're not going to get anything out of them. You know, exactly. So we move. What has Sterling done? The corner flag moved more than... That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah. But this is exactly my issue with the whole trust the process. If you expect me to trust anything, process, roadmap, and all of this bollocks, tell me what it is. Give me a clear plan. Another buzzword, isn't it? Clear plan, right? And then I might back it. But if you're just telling me to trust the process, trust this manager, trust this board, trust this ownership, whatever. And to be honest, most of these fuckers that are basically worship this manager, they worship this manager. They either fancy him or worship him, or both. Either way, you worship the manager, whether you fancy him or not. You worship this fucking manager. You know, to each their own. You know, LGBTQ, HDMI, PS5s and all of them things there. You know, them ones there, bruv. But anyway, we move very swiftly. For me, let me just, right here, right now, smoke this. No bullshit around here. You ain't chatting shit to me. Pack. I'm toxic and negative. Yeah, I predict a win. I'll get to the scoreline and I'll tell you why later. But either way, I predicted a win. So toxic and negative. Pack. That's some good shit as well. But yeah, for me, it's very, very simple. We're at the point now where we can do something that no other manager, no other player has done in our club's history. This happened to Chelsea once upon a time. Seems like ages ago now, and it kind of is in a way. 2012 and all that. I remember watching that live. It's painful, bro. It was painful. Because I was sitting next to a Chelsea fan that night, having the smuggest look on his face, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and all the unicorns as well? You know, it is very reasonable here, inclusive here. My man, Static, big up every single fucking time. You know how it is, brother. Glad you could join the chat. I think you're in the group as well. So if you want to jump on, feel free, bro. Feel free to jump on my stream. Have a nice little chat. Let me know your thoughts, guys, and all of that. Yep, 6 likes. Get them up. Subscribe as well. How can we be toxic and negative for saying how it is, which is facts, not BS? There we go. There we go. But like I've been saying before, they're plugged into the Arteta Matrix, Jim Jones, Napoleon Complex. Need I go on, bruv? Don't worry, I'll wait. I've got time. A lot of you guys in the chat have got just enough time as well before kickoff anyway. But still, we're chilling here. No animosity here. We're just saying it how it is. But I have zero tolerance and patience for bullshit, bruv. As the rest of you guys in this elite level chat, big up your damn selves each and every single time, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is how we're rolling. This is how we're rolling. Like, for me, I want to see a quality performance tonight. I don't want to see this lackadaisical crap that we've been seeing for most of the season in the league. I mean, the FA Cup, we hardly had a run. But even in the League Cup, bro, going out with a fucking whimper, to say the very least. You know, like, this can't go on. Arteta knows, Lego Head fully well knows that it's Champions League or bust. So no matter what you top gooners say, like, oh, we'll give him another year, give him another couple of years. No. Frankly, you're trying to defend what is indefensible. Best believe that. No more excuse if you ran out of excuses, bruv. I don't care if he's progressed in the Champions League. You think finishing second is progress. We finished second, like, let's say we finished second at the end of this season, which is definitely a possibility for sure. And it's mainly because everyone else has been shit. Liverpool have won the league officially, right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings, by a fucking canter, mate. They've been chilling, armchair settings and all of that, winning the league. I, among many others, including this chat as well, have been saying that this league was done by January. Carl Walsh, big up yourself, sir. He was saying that it was done by Halloween. And he was absolutely spot on, bruv. Aaron was saying after he went to the Brighton game at home, I remember watching that game when Declan Rice got sent off, who, by the way, said himself he deserved to get sent off. Honesty. It's rare. It's rare these days, especially in football. Can't knock it. But there's a time and a place. But again, Declan Rice, I believe, is street smart. I mean, there is quality there, but, you know, the street smartness is there as well. I don't think he's elite level world class. However, he produced a couple of world class moments against Real Madrid in the first leg, as we all know, people. So big up, big up, big up, big up. I'm going to the game tonight. We need a good atmosphere. Oh, big up yourself, bro. You're going to the game. Fair play. See, season ticket holders in this chat, long-time Arsenal fans in this chat, on the panel. Do you know what I'm saying? Elite guys. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. This is the community right here. You know, this ain't a bunch of mugs on here. And that includes my damn self. Best believe that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need a great atmosphere. A good atmosphere, with all due respect, ain't going to be enough. We need it needs to be popping. It needs to be popping, bro. You know, not quite popping bottles. We're not there yet. You know, we will be there if we turn up and perform in both legs, which I expect us to do. It will be a lot more difficult than Real Madrid, but I expect us to do that. So, you know, we move. Yeah, no problem, bro. Yeah. As soon as I see you pop up on the screen, I'll bring you in. No problem, mate. No problem. Be nice to have a chat as well, because it's been a while, mate. It has been a while. But big up anyway. Stag every single time. Real one as well. From day dot as well. We could really do with a Mesut Ozil right now. Yeah, I'd take Mesut Ozil right now over Pillowfoot. A jacked Mesut Ozil, bro. He would kill it right now. I swear. I swear. And he wouldn't look like he's shitting bricks as well, bro. He'd relish it. He'd enjoy it. And he would make it look so effortless as well, bro. That's the crazy thing about it. That would be a mad thing. For real. Like, jeez. If only. If only. For you, what is the most painful loss this season? Mine's Newcastle in the Cup. Yeah, I'd have to go with that as well. Because as happy as I am for Newcastle winning the Cup, because I do have a soft spot for them, pause, because I had a family member that was a long-time Newcastle fan. It was actually the first ever football shirt I got. The brown ale, the classic 90s kit, mid-late 90s kit. Yeah, I had that. That was my first ever football shirt, period. Before I ever got an Arsenal shirt, it was a Newcastle shirt. Wanted me to be a Newcastle fan. You know, big up the Geordies. I've been up to Newcastle, wicked place. If you've not been up there for a night out, highly recommend it. I went in January where it was freezing fucking cold and I still had a wicked time, bro. Wicked, wicked. Jungle is massive, best believe that. Lot of mercy and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, a few of my boys and that, couple of families as well. Like, great times, bro. Little bit messy, but it is what it is. You know, try going around these times, and definitely in the summer, I'd check it out, because Newcastle can get quite nice. And if you're not a fan of hot temperatures, Newcastle have a nice balance in the summer, 15, 20 degrees. Might be a little bit warm on certain days in the summer, but it is what it is. We move. But yeah, I'd say Newcastle, especially that home leg, bruv. I was livid, bruv, because we didn't even try. We didn't even try to win that. It was disgraceful. It's embarrassing. It was a disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace. Best believe. Too bad this manager can't follow his own advice. Instead, he gets meaned, and rightly so, all across the internet for being the fucking clown, no posse that he is. More like pussy-o, bro. Pussy-o. You know what I'm saying? Big up Joseph, Connor Golden, once again. Odegaard worse than Havertz, in my opinion. The amount of times Odegaard lost the ball last week, yeah. You know, at least Havertz, at least that fucking donkey had a purple patch. When was the last time Odegaard had a purple patch? What, like 2.5 years ago? 2 seasons ago? Like, what are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here, man? Come on. Undisputed, every loss is a painful one. Yeah, I mean, especially in context of like the league. Because if we turned up, we would have definitely won the league this season. But yeah, these top gooners are making excuses. As soon as I knew these players and this manager weren't on it, and this manager was going to fuck things up as usual, because he always reverts to type, because he's a fucking rookie. When you have a rookie that's learning on the job, they will only get so far. Even in the Champions League, he's been winging it, playing off of pure adrenaline, or running off pure adrenaline in his case. But yeah, a bit like Saka, where he's playing off pure adrenaline, Lego Head is running off pure adrenaline. But at some point, it will run out, and he's got to stand up and fucking deliver. You know what I'm saying? Like a postman with Tourette's and all of that. You know. The real ones definitely know that one. Big up your damn self, yeah? Let's keep going. Rate Lewis Skelly season out of 10. It's a good question, that. I would say... Yeah, that you almost got me with that one, bro. I think, considering he's one of our own, you know, Project Youth and all of that, you know, how long did that last? No more Smith Rowe, no more Reece Nelson. I know he's technically on loan, but yeah, that one went well, didn't it, guys? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, to answer your question, especially after the Real Madrid performances, I'd say 8. I'd say 8, but that can go up to a 9 or 10 if we win the Champions League and he plays a pivotal part, which I believe he will. But yeah, I've been mad impressed. I've been very impressed, especially playing in a position that's not his. I know he's doing the inverted kind of thing and all of that, but yeah, man, it is what it is. This manager moves in mysterious ways and all of that shit. If you know, you know. But we move. Yeah, lost in the FA Cup as well. Yeah. Who did we lose to? Put in the chat, because I can't remember. Usually I'm good at remembering shit like that. The Newcastle one was that obvious. Hard for me to forget, even if I tried to forget. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones. But I think the only team we've beaten in the FA Cup since winning it, and that was in Arteta's first season, wasn't his first full season, was Oxford United. And there was another team. There was 2 teams that we've beaten in the FA Cup since we won it in 2020. Oxford United was one. There was another one. I can't remember. Put it in the chat if you remember. Help me out, guys. Yeah, Man United. Oh, yeah, of course. Man United were 10 men. Yeah, at home as well. Oh, gee. That game was forgetful for many reasons. But yeah, like, see what I'm saying, guys? See what I'm saying? Like, this manager is chucking away cups like there's no fucking tomorrow, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no method to his madness. These fans, his believers, his followers, his minions are beyond convinced that there's a method to his madness each and every single time. There isn't. Like, I'll tell you what's really guaning people in the vicinity and the place to be, live and directing in full effect. You know. But anyway, the thing is, this manager would easily be prolonging his career, despite his fanboys, girls, and unicorns, of course, non-binary in the words of Guns. Big up your damn self. Is that we'll definitely have bought him a lot of time. But now it's at the point where you've got Andrea Berta, mate. Mafioso, bad boy Andrea Berta. He's not going to get that much time, even if he wins the Champions League. If we're falling away, let's say, for argument's sake, let's say we win the Champions League this season, but we have a shitter start, or just as shit start as we did this season in the league. We're out of the League Cup by October, November. By January, when the FA Cup starts and all that shit, what do you think Berta's going to do? Is he going to be like, well, you won the Champions League, you know, we'll keep this going? No. He's going to be on the phone to his boy Diego Don Simeone and be like, yo, pull up. Just pull up. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's what he's going to be doing. That is exactly what he's going to be doing. I don't see this manager lasting past Christmas. I really don't. And this is who we got in charge. The orchestra of the fucking circus. A clown is running this show. And he's been running it for way too damn long. I'm just bored of it, man. That's why I'm quite relaxed tonight. Because as much as I want to win the Champions League, we don't get through. We have a shit show of a performance. Lego Head will be out that door. Probably by the end of the season. Because for me, I would be disappointed. I'm not going to lie. As much as I praise Berta at the moment, I would be disappointed if we win nothing this season and he doesn't get replaced in the summer. Even though I think he'll be gone by Christmas. Because I know how this football club works and Berta's just got through the door and all of that. That's what I think will happen. What should happen, regardless. To be honest, even if we win the Champions League, I think there is a saying, and anyone that knows this, put in the chat, because I love this fucking saying. I'm going to paraphrase here. Frank, there's a difference between quitting when you're ahead and quitting when you're losing. You should have quit while you were ahead. And talking of quitting, and we'll get to this right here, right now, Fatboy Sim settings, best believe that. Arteta in GQ magazine, Lego Head himself said he thought about quitting after bottling an 8-point fucking league, cunt. That's the manager we've got. That is the wet wipe, this fraudulent manager, this bozo, this fucking prick. In-game management, man management, tactics beyond questionable, rookie-ass manager. And you wonder why I never wanted him in the first place. Oh, but you're negative. Fuck yourself, cunt. That's what I'd say. But that is exactly what I'm saying. We'll go through the comments back once again for the Renegade Master. Bosh. Realistically, if we had to sign a striker, who would it be? Number one is Gyökeres. I would also try and go for Ivan Toney if for whatever reason that doesn't work out, because there'll be competition for Gyökeres. Like a lot of these minions, you know, these Arteta Lego head worshippers, do you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones servants and all of that, drinking the Kool-Aid, you know, them ones there. They think that we're just going to get Gyökeres like that. No Chelsea, no Man United, City, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Barca, Bayern Munich, even PSG. They need a striker because all they have is Gonzalo Ramos. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I pronounced it right, but if I didn't, my bad. It wasn't intentional. It is what it is. But yeah, those would be my picks. Gyökeres number one, Ivan Toney number two. And Ivan Toney wouldn't cost that much. It would just be the wages. But to be perfectly honest, I think with Berta, he'd be willing to take a pay cut of 100k, maybe even 150k. Get rid of Havertz as well, because we've got the money there. It's just the wages are just, that's the only thing. Because if you look at what's that website again? So I do have it. Copperology, where you can check the salaries across the world and that. I believe Ivan Toney's on over 400k pounds a week, and you can check. I don't know the exact, but it's definitely over 400k. So it's yeah, one of them ones. But it is what it is, but we definitely need a striker. Get rid of Havertz, rip up Jesus' contract, because I'm not waiting until November till he comes back and then we sell him in January. I think it'll be too late by then. And we might be in all competitions. We should be going for all competitions, just like Jurgen Klopp did when he was at Liverpool, just like Pep does, even though he's fallen off this season. Because Man City will get better. Liverpool will get better, and they will spend. Chelsea will spend. Man United will definitely spend. Tottenham, even if they spend their shit, they're not serious, and they never will be. At least in my lifetime, anyway, because their fans just want pretty patterns, pretty football, and that's it. They don't want trophies. They see trophies as a bonus, and too many of our fans see trophies as a bonus as well. Why don't you fuck off down the lane rather than us fucking off down the lane? This elite level chat and all of my boys in this community, in the place to be in this vicinity. Ow. This is how we're rolling, people. This is exactly how we're rolling. This is Standards FC. This ain't Nostalgic FC. This is we want to win trophies. We don't care how we play. Now, if we do both, that's the ideal. And I would want that. I'm not going to lie. But win first, then focus on style of playing the pretty patterns and all that. But we've got to have the players to do it. We don't have all of the players. And our squad needs a massive bolster. It needs a massive upgrade. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Best believe that. Interested midfield three. Who is it? In terms of what? In terms of starting tonight and for the rest of the season, or for next season? going forward. Because I would re-sign Partey. I already knew his contract. Rice, bin pillow foot. And you could even put Zinchenko at the 10, but I would go out and get a proper number 10. Because Wirtz will be difficult to get because of the price. Not so much the wages, but more so the price, the transfer fee. But we don't get Wirtz. I would get Alex Bayana from Villarreal, put him at cam. He'll do bits, bro. And then you've got Ethan as a backup, as an understudy. He'll do wonders. And under a proper manager, Don Diego Simeone, and he needs a change of scenery as well. He should have been sacked from Atletico a year or two ago because he hasn't really won anything, you know, so... And yes, he's on a lot of money, but so is fucking Lego Head. And if we're willing to give Lego Head 15 mil, we can definitely give any elite top-level manager 15, 20, even 25. I wanted Hansi Flick before he went to Barca. Other than Don Carlito, that was my, well, technically second choice, but that, other than him, would have been my number one choice. And it is now, because I know Don Carlo's finished, bruv. And he'll end up going to Brazil. Brazil need him. They need him bad, bruv. They really bad. Best believe. But yeah, as we were talking about Arteta leaving, who would be the replacement? Yeah, I've just spoken about Don Simeone. I mentioned Hansi Flick, although it's difficult to get him out of Barca now. That would have been my number one choice the past year or so. Oh, Jesus Christ, my bad. Simone Inzaghi. And I tell you what, I'd rather have Eddie Howe than Mikel Arteta, bruv. Best believe. He's won the same amount of trophies. It's not even close. The gal thinks Arteta's better than him, but nah, not even close for me. Eddie Howe's gone through the leagues as well. Arteta could never. Even Xabi Alonso was managing Real Sociedad, like B or C team, then went to fucking Leverkusen and had to prove himself. And if he didn't, he'd have to go back to the drawing board. He did. And now he'll be on his way to Real Madrid at some point. Maybe not next season. Might do, might not, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, my number one pick is Hansi Flick. And people say, oh, but you just said it was difficult. But pay attention, guys. Everyone is available at the right price. We can buy managers out of their contract, especially with Mafioso, bad boy Andrea Berta, mate. If Man United can do it, we can do it. Even though we're not as big as Man United, we don't have the revenue and all of that, but it is what it is. We'll make it done. Now, introducing my fucking brother from another mother. Long time no see. Big up, Static! How we doing, my G? It's been a long time. What's going on, brother?
Bro, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You know, quite excited, as you can tell. Enjoying my life and quite relaxed as well. Apparently, I'm toxic and negative because I predict to win. I'll get into the scoreline a bit later on as we close and all of that, and then obviously I'll get your thoughts as well, depending on obviously how much time you have in it. And I do appreciate your time as well because I know you're doing your bit, you're grinding and all of that. You know, we all have our own lives and shit. But yeah, now that you're here, bro, I want to know your thoughts on tonight's game. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think Arteta's going to do with the lineup? And also, like in regards to the atmosphere, what do you think PSG will do? Who we need to watch out for, etc. The floor is yours, brother. Take it away.
First of all, I just want to say it's about time you're on YouTube, bro. You always speak facts, so it's about time you're starting to grow your channel because you're definitely going places, man. So, and you've been on Lee's channel and many other channels for years. So I'm proud of you, man. That you're finally taking off. And I'll make it continue, man.
Yeah.
This game, it's definitely going to be. If it's anything like the game against Real Madrid, it should be an electrifying atmosphere. As far as I know, Arsenal. It definitely will be a based on Arsenal's history. This should be a close game. I wouldn't see it I can't possibly see it being a 3-0 again. Although it would be nice for Arsenal, but I just can't see it happening. I know for a fact you'll be pleased to know Arsenal do have a slight advantage, if not an advantage, over PSG, which is their overall record against them. They've won 3 times. Sorry, they've won twice and drawn 3 times and never lost. So, including the game we recently defeated them 2-0 in the Champions League phase. So we do have that slight advantage. And also Arsenal's overall record against French teams is actually very good. So I can see Arsenal get past PSG, but it definitely won't be easy, that's for sure. So again, I'm just going with their overall record against all French teams in all European competitions. So Arsenal do have to watch out for pretty much the whole team, the whole attacking team. So with PSG, so you got Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, if I can pronounce that right, Barcola, and Vitinha. He's very dangerous and unpredictable. Hakimi as well. He loves to go forward, but he does leave himself exposed sometimes defensively. But it's just like, it just depends on what team Arteta plays. Personally, if I were him, play the same lineup like you have for the last 2 games against Real Madrid, because you know what they say: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But that's the lineup I most likely. Well, you know, my life. You know me. I'd rather pick Tierney than Lewis Skelly. Mind you, Lewis Skelly's been fantastic the last several games, so he deserves to be starting. Yeah. And you know, well, there is one change I would make is start Ethan. Start Ethan. I don't want to see Ghost Guard, Gibraltar Guard, Fraud Guard, Shit Guard, Snot Guard, whatever you want to call him. I don't want to see him starting for Arsenal.
Nick and the Living Guard.
Yeah. This Fraud and Deception Guard.
Yeah, I love that one. I love that. There's so many. We could do this all day.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to see him starting anymore when it comes to Arsenal in Europe, because we're literally playing 10 men every time we're playing in Europe. So I'm happy. I know that's what I said a while ago on Northside's channel, but I've changed my mind. He can start every game in the league because, you know, they're all the pointless games now, because obviously Liverpool won the league. Congratulations to them. But, I'm still bitter about that because it hurts, man. It really hurts that we. Yeah. I know we weren't going to win the league because we just didn't do enough in the transfer windows, but it still hurts, man. Another year, 21 years, man. But
21 years.
But with Odegaard, I don't want to see him starting anymore when it comes to European games, because, just like I said, he's a loose cannon. He's a liability. So, and I want to see Ethan starting ahead of him from now on. I'm happy for him to come off the bench and try and make some sort of impact. I have no problem with that. But him starting, no way, not anymore. So, he ain't our captain, bro.
Yeah, he ain't the real captain. Like the real captain.
He's not a captain.
Declan, Declan Rice. Obviously, Gabriel's another one as well, but obviously he's injured out. But yeah, I fully agree with you, mate, with Odegaard, because, like, you know, aka Pillow Foot, as comes with saying, I love that one as well. Like again, like any other proper captain would not be subbed off as many times. And you mentioned before, like, you know, it is like playing against 10 men. Now the league is done and all of that. Lego Head's got no excuse, bruv. No excuse. I want to see Odegaard playing every single league game unless he's injured for the rest of the season. Now, my issue there's many issues I have with Arteta, as I know you have as well. But my biggest gripe with him is that he puts faith in the worst players, which is a trait that Wenger had. Very Wenger-esque. Put in absolute faith and trusted the wrong players. Even Paddy V, Patrick Vieira, bad boy Patrick Vieira, bad man Patrick Vieira. He even said on like a Keen Vieira documentary, he said, like, the best and worst qualities of Arsene Wenger was that he trusted players. And people will be like, huh? But it makes all the sense in the world. It's great to trust players, but if you trust the wrong players, it goes horribly wrong. And Arteta's not only put trust in him, he's putting his whole career on he's putting all his chips in the Wodegaard, Gibraltar guard, Ford and Deception guard, I'm nicking a living guard, pillow foot basket. Pillow basket, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's putting all his chips in there. And it's going to be the undoing. You know, I think I've said, and others, and I'm sure you said something on the lines as well, that Havertz will end up being this manager's downfall. But I would say, upon reflection, even right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim Settings, best believe that Wodegaard, playing as much as he has and being named captain for the last couple of years or so, has destroyed this team, has destroyed this manager's career. And trust me, I've even been saying this on previous shows. Like, trust me, give it 2-3 years, Lego Head will be on Sky Sports and or Talk Sport. They will be hiring for him, probably exclusively as well, because he will not get another top job. Even Ole Gunnar fucking Solskjaer at this moment in time was managing in fucking Turkey, innit? Do you know, I can't remember the team, but like, even he's been managing in Turkey, basically. You think Arteta's going to go Turkey? Other
Probably
than
will,
to like get a new hairdo or some shit, do you know what I'm saying? Other than that, he ain't going Turkey, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's done.
If he does, it'd probably be a mid-table team.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We know how arrogant he is, brother.
Oh, I know.
Super arrogant, man. Like, this guy, if he started, like, at least Frank Lampard, we know he's a shit manager, Wayne Rooney and all that, but at least they weren't super egotistical and like, we're going to start in the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying?
To be fair, Lampard's... Yeah, I hear you, but to be fair, Lampard's better than Rooney. I mean, he's got...
Oh, yeah, I agree.
At the moment, I don't know if
I agree.
Officially made it to... Well, they're in a position to qualify for the playoffs, Championship playoffs.
Yeah, he still needs to get over that hurdle, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Wayne Rooney almost relegated Plymouth, you know, and then they ended up beating Liverpool in an FA Cup. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just
he contributed to Birmingham being relegated last season in the Championship. Yeah,
there you go. Like, as a pundit, he's fine, but yeah, as a
first Birmingham, now Plymouth.
Yeah, do me a favour. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones. Like Stevie G as well. Yeah, Stevie G's a better manager than Wayne Rooney, but like, again, like, did well at Rangers, went to Villa, didn't quite work out, fell out with Tyrone Mings. He's still there, and it cost Stevie G his job, innit? But that's the thing. Man management is a key aspect, along with in-game management. It's not all about the tactics. Don Carlita has shown, apart from this season, of course, if you keep things simple and know who your ballers are and just play a simple enough formation with simple enough tactics and not overdo it, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, just like you said. Like, more for than not, it works. Now, you shouldn't completely rely on individual brilliance, but you need like a balance, certain level of tactics, but don't go Pep, Arteta, even Maresca at Chelsea. Like, you notice how they were second at one point to fucking Liverpool. You know, they were closing,
Chelsea,
bridging the gap. Yeah, we've bridged the gap and all of that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then it's like, as soon as he said, we're not doing the $9. No. Like, you see how the Chelsea players just fell flat on their ass, right? After he said that. Standards. It's the freaking standards, guys. They're freaking good, guys. We're doing this. When I lose a 5-a-side game, I'm upset. Do you know what I'm saying? And all of them ones there. Like, but this is what we are. We are Netflix FC. Unless this manager somehow, he talks about conquering his wife. How about you conquer the Champions League, bro, before you even consider conquering your wife or any other women mistresses, rather, allegedly, of course. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not going to get sued. Not tonight, mate. Not tonight. I don't need that. I don't need that stress in my life. But anyway, we'll digress on that. But yeah, focus on the Champions League because there's no more excuses now. The league's done. Play the right players. I don't care if you hate Ethan with every fibre of your being, like fucking Oba. Do you know what I'm saying? Or Laka or Guendouzi or whatever that you binned off that we could use right now. Do you know what I'm saying? He needs to play the right players. So now that you're here as well, I'll start. I'll just go through very quickly what I want to see tonight. Raya in goal because we've got no better really. You know, I'm not putting Netter in there. Like he'll get lobbed in the first minute. I know Raya could get lobbed, but he'll get lobbed straight away. Do you know what I mean? Like what we're doing there. Timber at right back, Saliba and Kivior, because again we've got no other options because of Lego Head not believing in squad depth. You know, anything but squad depth.
Not rotating as well. Not rotating.
Yeah, not rotating, 100%. I play Tierney left back. I don't care if he doesn't invert. He's the best left back in the world. I'm with Guns, innit? You know, he is a proper throwback. He defends, he attacks. He's one of the best crossers in the world as well. You won't really find any better in any position. Like, he does exactly what it says on the tin, and you need that. You need that. Watch Celtic win the league next season and do well in Europe, innit? Because they got to the last 16 and they only got knocked out by one goal in the last minute away at Bayern because Vincent Kompany ain't all that. He might be pretty good, but he ain't nowhere near that level in terms of manager. There are serious question marks about him. But anyway, like, obviously Partey's not available, so it'll have to be Rice. No Jorginho as well. Again, lack of squad depth, no rotation, etc. You know, fail to prepare to fail. Best believe that. Zinchenko and Ethan in the number 10. Fuck it. I don't care. Saka on the right. Trossard on the left and Marino up front. The only reason why Trossard on the left is his trickery, and in those pockets is kind of like a wide. He's not like a touchline when you're inside forward, but he's more like the playmaker. So he links well. Whereas Erdegaard, he hides as like a right 8 cam, innit? His right 8 cam, that's his hiding spot. Do you know what I'm saying? That's his camping spot in Call of Duty. Multiplayer zombies, it don't matter though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's his position. That's why I don't want him anywhere near this squad, this team in Champions League, period. So that is basically my team. And then Marino, we know he can do a job. And again, we ain't got no one better. I don't want Havertz in there. Obviously, Jesus is injured. So, and then this Butler, or Deji, I believe his name is, like, he's hardly had a kick. He hasn't had a kick, bruv. But apparently he protects the youth and he brings the youth through.
He finally played him against Ipswich. But that was like 8-10 minutes. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, that's the team I will pick anyway. What would you pick? I know you kind of touched upon it earlier slightly, but yeah, what would you go with?
Well, my lineup would be the same as you, the same back line as you. I'm trying to. Well, my lineup would be the same lineup as you. So obviously Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Tierney. And obviously midfield. Obviously it's 4-3-3. So Rice, Rice, Marino. And Ethan, and obviously up front, because obviously we haven't got Partey and Jorginho. That's why I said the midfield. So we're kind of stretched at the moment, aren't we? So So up front, Trossard on the left, Saka if he's all right, play on the right wing, and Martinelli down the middle.
Oh, I like that. The only reason why I didn't put Marino in midfield is because I don't trust him, especially from here on out. Like the thing is, like, Marino has been playing better, but because of the role he's in, like it's
when he's up front, he's as a fake striker.
He's our Hosley, bruv. Guns is spot on with that as well. Another one. He's our Hosley, bruv. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he links the play. He'll play the simple passes. At least he doesn't hide like pillow foot. Do you know what I'm saying? Out in left 8 or right 8, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, hiding behind 3-4 man. Like, what are we doing?
But even Marino statistically, let's look at statistically, he's better than 29 right now. Like,
yeah.
Since we put him up front as a false 9, he's been getting quite a few goals and assists in all competitions. in far less time than 29. It takes forever.
Yeah.
Just.
But that's the thing. Like my thought process is, and
No
I know
offense,
it's kind of
29.
harsh to put. Nah, well. Look, I mean, donkey's a donkey, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? He even said it himself, so he can't complain. Do you know what I'm saying? Little donkey, and all that. You know what I'm saying, bro? You call yourself a donkey, you don't need Gordon Ramsay. You know, hey, come here, donkeys, all of you, come here. What is that? Just touch that.
Yeah.
Taste it. Not an ounce of seasoning and all of that, bro. Best believe that. Nah. Havertz ain't got no seasoning. He's on that Cristiano Ronaldo diet, but with not even half the ability. Even Cristiano today, bro, at 40 years old, you know, with just about a decent knee or two. Do you know what I'm saying?
He can still head it as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's
if only 29. If only 29 could learn from Ronaldo.
Yeah,
how to header.
He's taller than him.
More
he's
accurately.
Taller than him as well. Yeah,
Havertz
is 6'4". Cristiano's like 6'2".
No, Havertz is like 6'5". He's taller than me, bro.
Oh, he's taller. He's taller than you.
I'm a tall son of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, because I had a feeling you were tall, but like, 6 foot. So even you're saying Havertz, he's 6'5", 6'6", and he can't head the ball. That's disgraceful. If you're tall, you have to head the ball. Yeah. I could hit the ball better than him. I'm like 5'9", 5'10". Between 5'9" and 5'10", I could hit the ball better. Like, how can you not?
Bro, guess how tall I am then?
6'4",
Very interesting. Close. I'm shorter.
Oh, 6'3"?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
Yeah, see, there you go. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If you're above 6'2", you got to be at least decent at heading the ball. Definitely, if you're a defender, if you can't even head it correctly, like clearing it away from danger and all of that, or at least guiding it, just the fundamentals. And if you're up front, like Alan Shearer, what was he, like 6 foot? Could head the ball well, but he had the fundamentals and he was a brilliant striker. Not the best on the ball and all of that, but I don't care what anyone says. He's miles clear of trashness. He's clear of Haaland as well. I don't care what anyone says.
He's a natural goal scorer. That's what he is.
Yeah, natural. Yeah, Alan Shearer had like
goal scorer,
ACLs and all of that. It was mad, bro. It was
knee injuries. He had knee injuries as well, ankle injuries. All of the above.
Ankle. Yeah, and was still volleying it from outside the box as well. Top bins. When was the last time Haaland scored a goal from outside the box? I genuinely want to know that because I can't think of the last time he scored outside the box. That it was like a humdinger, chicken zinger. Do you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that was against Everton. Oh, I'm struggling.
Was that Everton this season or last season?
That's the thing. I can't remember if it was this season or last season.
Even if it was this season, he doesn't do it that often. I remember Alan Shearer would score goals outside the box often enough. Do you know what I'm saying? But he scored all types of goals, man. All types of Drogba the same.
Yeah, I remember his 30-yard screamer against Chelsea when we had already won the league.
Oh, yeah. Was that
pretty much the last day of the season?
Yeah, 04, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely.
When we already won the league with like a few games, well, obviously when we already defeated Leicester, and then obviously I saw Newcastle won against Chelsea at home, or I think it was second to last game of the season, or the last game of the season. Pretty sure it was the last game. But they won 3-0 Newcastle. I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And Shearer scored that screamer.
It's always good to see Chelsea beat, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're still in the fucking Conference League, but certain Real Betis with a bad man fucking Isco still balling out from what I hear, from what Guns is telling me and all that. I tell you what, if Chelsea come up against Real Betis,
I hope Betis win because obviously it'd be nice for them. I actually like the club, and I know obviously Pellegrini.
Oh yeah. He's a good manager as well. Yeah, he's a good manager. He's better than Arteta.
Well, of course he is. Yeah, he's already won league titles. He's won at least one.
He won his first league title. Sorry, first season at Man City. He won the league. I believe. Yep. Correct me if I'm wrong. Because then it was only 2 years after that. Aguero and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? With Mancini, Balotelli, all that Dzeko and all of that, like all of them ones, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But like, this is proper football heritage. These are investments from the past, not from the last 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we're dealing with, yeah? Everything that happens prior to this season, these fucking minions, bruv, they forget. I've got elephant brain. They've got the opposite of that. donkey brain, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Dodo brain. Don't even exist, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is exactly what we're dealing with. You know, we mentioned our lineups, but, you know, we don't even need to really get into it that much, like what lineup he's going to pick. He's obviously going to pick Pillowfoot, number 10. He's going to be captain because he's putting all his chips there. Yeah, go on, man.
No, I was just going to say, because I told you that's my lineup I'd choose, but yeah, we know Arteta all too well, and sadly he would just pick the same lineup that he did for the 2 games against Real Madrid, home and away. Which again, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So and it wasn't broken, and there was no issues there apart from Odegaard. So
yeah, but that's the thing. All he has to do is make one change.
Yeah,
if he makes that one change, we have a chance of not only getting through but even winning it. Because Odegaard not in the starting lineup, even not in the squad. You're telling me that even Butler or Oyedeji can't do better than or have more of an impact in it. Remember Iwobi in the Europa League? Yeah, we got battered, but he scored our only goal, innit? He played quite well. You know, even though there weren't many that played well that night, especially in the second half. You know, we should have got a penalty. You know, we were robbed, and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's football, isn't it? Like it is what it is. But yeah, what we're going to do right here, right now, is going to go for predictions. I'll ask you first, Static. What do you think the score is going to be, and also do you think we'll go through as well?
Once again, I'm going with based on our history, Arsenal's history against French teams, and again, as I repeat, our record against French teams in Europe in all European competitions is very good. So I'm just going with that because that's the only thing I can rely on. So based on and recent history, like I said, it will be closer this time, home and away. But tonight, I think Arsenal will win 2-1. We might struggle a little bit without Partey, but I think Arsenal should be okay. But I do think Arsenal will go through and get to the final. But of course, like I said, it all depends on tonight and obviously away in Paris, because obviously depends on what the scoreline would be. I again, if we win like 2-0, 3-0, then things might be a little bit less intense. But again, like I said, it's just you just don't know, because we don't know what Arsenal are. Just look, Arsenal, to be fair, they've been fantastic in Europe, and I did say this on a few previous channels that in Europe we've been great, we've been fantastic. Well, obviously, what would be nice is to get to the final, of course, but when it comes to the league itself and all the domestic cups, we've been absolutely shocking. But again, like I said, score prediction, I think Arsenal should win 2-1. And I do think Arsenal, again, I don't like to look too far ahead because, out of respect for PSG, because they are a really good team and they're going to cause a lot of problems tonight, especially when we have no Partey. I think, again, like I said, we should win 2-1. But like I said, I just, again, it hopefully we put in good performance and just show signs of encouragement. I don't know. Just again, I'm trying not to look too far ahead because we don't know what's going to happen in the second leg. So that is true, man. That is true. Yeah. For me, I'm trying not to be disrespectful to our opponents because obviously, like I said, you just don't know. So it'll be an even game. Honestly, bro, it'll be an even game. But I just, again, based on our good record against them, PSG, and in Europe, we should somehow scrape through to the final. But I think, it'll be closer than against Real Madrid. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm with that as well. For me, personally, I reckon it will be 2-0. So that's my prediction. So in the end, Undisputed Insights, who's going to the game tonight, I believe. He said it in the previous chat. Yeah, big up. So I've answered your question. I know it's been a while. Again, lateness is greatness and all of that. But Yeah, 2-0, but it's not going to be a comfortable 2-0. I want to make that very, very clear. It's not going to be a comfortable. I see us, it'll be like 0-0 at half time, I reckon. Similar to Real Madrid, it will be cagey. But I could be wrong. We might score one. I don't think it'll be an early goal, but it might be. But I reckon it'll be like either before half time or something like that if we do score in the first half. But for me, the way I see it going, we won't score until probably like 60th, 70th minute mark. And it will kind of give us a bit more energy and it will drain PSG a bit more. Because usually in this competition, PSG, they can be got at. You know, that game against Villa, the second leg, I thought that time was done after they scored the second goal. But then Unai Emery stuck a rocket up them players, pause, and the second half, they were just a team possessed. But again, one goal would have taken them to extra time, maybe even pens, might have even won it. But it was an Emi Martinez mistake. And then they just got knocked out of the FA Cup semi-final to Palace. And they didn't even turn up, bruv. I was disappointed. But it's just the fine margins. But I believe we just defend better. And everyone will turn up, probably bar Erdegaard, but he has to turn up. Because the thing is, if he doesn't turn up, he's out the door, bruv. Because we can get a bit of Bob for him. He's definitely sellable. It's not like... Well, I think Havertz is sellable as well, but it will be harder to shift him with the wages. But with Erdegaard, we can still get a good 50 mil, 60 mil, maybe even 40 mil. I'd even take my losses at 40, 30 mil. You know, get our money back kind of deal. Do you know what I'm saying? Money back guarantee, if you will. But if he doesn't perform, you know, he's going to get cooked. Twitter will lit a fire up his ass. Pause. Major pause. Like, there is no escape. Like, Erdegaard could hide on the pitch, but he can't hide in real life. You know, you're not that short. You're not that small. He's even taller than me. You might not be as big as me, but fucking hell, fuck me, mate. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he has to turn up. He has to turn up. Because trust me, especially at home, the fans will be on him. They'll be on his neck, bro. Trust me. If everyone else is performing, but he's not, plus being the captain, like, I don't want to hear shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I believe anyone else who plays tonight will turn up. Now, whether we perform is a different question in of itself, but everyone else will turn up. I believe we'll do enough defensively. It will be a very tough game, but I think that 2-0, we'll get a late goal, innit? I think we'll definitely get a late goal, whether it's 1 or 2, who knows? Because we can hit them on the break. We've shown against Real Madrid, if we beat your press, we can go through on goal, and then, you know, Martinelli coming off the left and slotting it. Do you know what I'm saying? Fair play. So we have the right people turning up at the right time, bar Pillowfoot, of course. But again, this manager, this one question that I have of this manager, and it's a big, big question, and it's a big issue that I have, is why the fuck does he not have the bollocks to make one change? If you don't want to start Tierney, as much as I think he should, I could understand that with how well Lewis Skelly's playing in that system. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if you're telling me you can't put Zinchenko at number 10 and he won't perform in his actual natural position, I'm sorry, you're smoking some super next level budge on that super sniff, bro. Like, what are we doing here? What's really going on in here? Like, it's mad.
I was going to say that's a good option. That's a good option as well. Zinchenko, if not Ethan, then definitely Zinchenko. At least he keeps the ball very well, and he actually can do both properly, attack and defend.
Yeah,
keeps things simple. Exactly. Doesn't do any stupid, you know, skipping around, spin around like Kylie Minogue. Or even, you know, you spin me right round, baby, right round like a record.
I'm spinning around.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But this is what we're dealing with, man. I'm going to go through the comments because I've left them a bit. What is it? Big up AFC as always. Number one supporter, real one from day dot. This guy's been here. Big up your damn self. Bert must be thinking to himself, how the fuck is Arteta on 15 million a year? We're all wondering that, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? But once he gets potted from Arsenal, and he will get potted, just like Wenger, or probably, I'd say not even just like, worse than Wenger, because at least Wenger had credit in the bank, even though it was years later. But trust me, he will not get £50 million anywhere else unless Sky Sports chuck the money at him, because he speaks so well and eloquently and all of this crap. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, this is UK broadcasting at its finest. This is the best we can do, folks.
I love how people say, oh, what's Berta going to do? He's not going to affect Arteta's job. I was like, he's a sporting director. The first thing he's going to do is throw Arteta under the bus. Like, come on, people.
Yeah, and Arteta's been throwing how many
people? If people don't think, hold on, let me just say, if people don't think for a second that Big Berta is not going to throw Arteta under the bus, then you've got another thing coming. Like, seriously, come on. They're all in it for themselves. And I hope he does throw him under the bus. Yeah,
100%. How many people has Arteta thrown under the bus? He's even throwing his staff under the bus just by not listening to him. Do you know what I'm saying? However many players, Oba and all of that, Laka, Guendouzi, Terrell, whatever you think of him. I mean, he wasn't amazing, but he was good.
Even his colleagues. Remember that Driscoll? Like, he has ended up at United. There was definitely some beef going on between those two.
That's the medical head of
Gary Driscoll.
Yeah.
I think it's Gary Driscoll, but he's at United now. But he was with us for a long time.
Yeah. There you go. Like, people are not happy with Mikel Arteta, bruv. We've been saying it, but apparently Igal is like, oh, no. Berta's been there to aid Arteta, to help Arteta. You know, like, he's not there to sack him. Really, I want to see him be on emergency streams or do a stream on his own channel talking about what went wrong with Arteta, what's grinding, and holding his hands up, being humble enough, be like, I got it wrong. The
thing is, he will aid him, but he will also throw him under the bus.
Oh, yeah, for damn sure.
It definitely happened.
Just like AT saying, big up your damn self. He should have quit after bottling 8 point. Exactly. He said he thought about quitting, so he should have done that. But the reason why I didn't, again, £15 million a year. Enough said. But we move as a Liverpool fan and have a Liverpool YouTube channel. Big up LFC. 51 amp. I want you lot to win. You want us to win the chuck? Fair play. I mean, you've won it multiple times. You've won it more than anyone else in the country, mate. So you're talking from experience, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you respect a Liverpool fan. I mean,
yeah, Liverpool are classy lot in it. They deserve it, man. They fully deserve it.
Listen, my best friend's a Liverpool fan, so I've got nothing but love and respect for Liverpool fans. So yeah, a few of my friends are Scousers, so yeah.
Fair enough.
And you know, Anthrop.
Yeah.
Even
because it was streamed one time.
Yeah. I know he's over the moon, of course.
Yeah. He'll absolutely be loving it. Lauren as well. Big up Lauren. I know she doesn't have like a channel or socials and all that, but yeah, like she's absolutely ecstatic and fair play. You know, go on, girl. Like, going to the parade apparently, and enjoy it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never been to Liverpool myself, but I'm sure she'll love it. I'm sure she'll, and she deserves it as well. Like a lot of these other Liverpool fans, they deserve it.
All Liverpool fans, yeah.
They all deserve it, man. 100%. We don't deserve shit. Well, we deserve better, but the likes of Igal and Christian and all that, who trust in bullshit processes.
We deserve success, but not the toxic positive ones.
Oh yeah. They don't deserve shit. And when you kept being fed spoon-fed shit most of your life, you just accept it as like fucking cereal. Shit is shit. No matter how it's being served to you, it's still shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, Undisputed Insights, big up. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. I'm off to the game. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier. Subscribe. Yep, hit that subscribe and likes. 3 live viewers at the moment. There was 9 at one point. Big up to each and every single damn one of you. Much love, much respect. And I take this humbly. I do not take this shit for granted. I do it because I love it. For the love of the game, for the love of making content and all of that, and just because I do what I do and I love to do what I do in it. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. Do you know what I'm saying? And like Static said, I've been on other channels for a while, so it's about high time that I have my own in it. And slowly but surely, we will get there. We will be there. More than you believe. And yeah, I will be doing the live stream at some point very soon. Be on the lookout because there will be more coming soon. Best believe that. Come on, you Gunners. Well, let's see if we can do it. Yeah. But that's the thing. Apparently, we're all toxic and negative, but we want us to win tonight. We want us to win the Champions League, despite, hopefully, in spite of this manager and Pillowfoot. You know, to be honest, if we do win the Champions League, I will go on a limb and say it's more impressive when Chelsea first won it. Because Chelsea had a better team. You could arguably say they had a better manager, more experienced manager at that time. They had a spine, they had winners in general and all of that. And at least they had 11 men on the pitch for the most part, other than JT in the semi-final. We all know what happened there when head loss and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If we win the Champions League with 10 men against Real Madrid, probably 10 men against PSG, and then in the final, you know Arteta's going to play him and whatever, then fair play, innit? But I will give credit to the players more than the manager. I'll give credit to the manager, but I'll give credit to the players. And then the fans that make the trip and all that have been supporting and backing and all of that shit through very tough times this season. Do you know what I'm saying? Odegaard is playing with an injury. Yeah, but again, this manager doesn't believe in red zones. On the last stream that I did, when Lawrence was on there, like I'll just say this in a sec stack. Sorry to cut in. He doesn't believe in red zones. At least Arsene Wenger believed in red zones. He doesn't believe in red zones. So yes, he's playing with an injury, but he's still been shit. A lot of players have been playing with injuries. Saka, Rice, probably Partey. Saliba's probably got a knock. Gabriel was probably playing with an injury before he actually got injured. Even Jorginho, Martinelli, maybe Trossard has a little nickel hit. Do you know what I'm saying? Marino in that. It's you know, I think Odegaard's going to score. Well, he better score. He better fucking score with that pillow foot of his. Yeah, he better score. I'm wrong. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. If he turns up in the next 3 games, and that's presuming we get through to the final, then come back. Come back, and you can go. But as of right now,
yeah,
I'm not hearing.
If he's so good, why didn't he show up at home against Real Madrid? I mean, you know,
exactly.
If he was so good, why didn't he take the penalty instead of Saka?
I love the 80. You're a fucking G, bro. Arteta's wife. But yeah. I mean,
he's a captain for crying out. He has to lead by example. He has to be the leader. You know, but you know, if he's so good, he's got to show it. Especially as
Arteta's a cuck, and you're losers if you're backing him. You know, he was on. He's in the chat here and there. You know, he was on the last stream that I did. But yeah, basically that just goes back to it because I love that fucking name. And big up to him as well, or whatever you identify.
Just so you know as well, Nasser, before you read that comment, I was just going to say another sign of positive encouragement for Arsenal and all Arsenal fans is we actually are unbeaten in our last 8 or 9 Champions League games. So, the best we've been unbeaten this long was when we got to the Champions League final in 2006, where we were 12 games unbeaten.
Yep, and we had the best defensive record as well.
Yeah,
which still holds to this day. Correct me if I'm wrong. We still have the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
Again, if we don't have the best defensive record, because I believe Inter have it at this moment in time. If we beat Inter with the second best defensive record, I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we were runners up in 06 when we should have won it. You know, you could say we were robbed and all of that. I was crying. I was crying.
100%. 100%.
11 years old. Like, who cares, innit? If we win, innit? By hook or by crook. You know, I'm sick of UEFA Lona, innit? Getting away with it and all that. To be honest, I would rather face Barca anyway, just because of history, innit? Yeah. And then we win it. We talk about, no UEFA Lona this time. Do you know what I'm saying, bro?
You could also say UEFA Madrid as well when we knocked them out.
Yeah, UEFA Madrid, yeah. V Psg and all of that. Let's hope there's no into UEFA or into FIFA, bro. I know that sounds a bit mad, but
I know what you
mean. But it is what it is. You know, we move. All banter and jokes here, lads and ladettes, and everyone else in between. Unicorns, of course. Squirrels don't need computers, but they know where the nuts are. Big up AFC. That's funny. Win or get sacked for Arteta, Central Man Network. Exactly. We've been saying it. And again, like you pointed out, Static, 5 times we played PSG, 1, 3, drawn 2. There you go. I'll record in the Champions League. But again, we're more confident now, so we expect a performance. But these players have got to step up, including Pillowfoot, including Odegaard, bro. This is all we want for the rest of the season. The Premier League is done officially now, So Lego Head's got no excuse for trying to go for second, because if he dares do this, like, he's under a hell of a lot of pressure, probably more than these players, because these players know that if they want to be here, they'll be here next season, regardless of who the manager is, and there will be a new manager by next year. I'm convinced of that, regardless of what happens. Unless he wins the Champions League, maybe, but again, we'll have to see how we start next season and all that, you know. Oh, here he is. Here he is talking, speaking the devil. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up Natster and Static. Yeah, big up your damn self. You know what I'm saying? I thought you might be in the chat at some point, you know. But yeah, big up your damn self. Been here from day dot as well, real one. I'm not going to pronounce that DR, but I'll just say DR because, yeah. But either way, big up yourself. Starting 11. Basically, it was similar to your one, Static. The only difference is Erdegaard's in there. Oh, hang on. Right.
Yeah, same lineup except for Odegaard and.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's no left back.
10, 11.
You got Tim
so he's going with 3 at the back. He's basically going with 3 at the back. Interesting. So basically, what, like a 3-5-2?
Yeah,
ish,
pretty much.
Or 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not against the 3 at the back or 5 at the back. It will be more like 3 at the back, but still, that's interesting. Fair enough. But big up either way. Arsenal season has been disappointing with domestic cups. Agreed.
Yeah.
Discarded and poor league performance. Arteta's job should be on the line. He cannot lead this team to a trophy that we have never won. Yeah, exactly. His ass is on the line. Period. And he's shitting bricks just like his boy them, fucking pillow foot. Yeah. Them two are shitting themselves, bro. Trust me, because they know the end is nigh unless they turn up, put their nuts on the table, as Kenny Ken would say. Big up Kenny Ken, by the way, and perform, bro. That's all we ask. If you're on that amount of money, Odegaard's probably on like close to 15 million a year, maybe even more. We know Arteta's on 50 million a year. Fucking perform. Justify that money. If you justify it, then fair enough, innit? But if you don't, spinning around like Pete Burns. Yeah. Back once again, bruv. Yeah, this guy's brilliant.
By the way, Nasser, as you mentioned Fatboy Slim a while ago, one song I absolutely missed the most. We used to play at Highbury, and in the first few years for a while at Emirates was the "Right Here, Right Now" song.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing
bring that song back and get rid of that shit.
Get that shit.
Yeah, let's all sing a song about crack and prostitutes, shall we?
Yeah, it has more to do with Camden than North London.
Yeah. By the way, Nasser, as I got to quote this meme, crack is cheap. Big love and respect to you, Whitney Houston.
Yeah, it is. If you can afford it, that is.
I see that go around YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, no, what was it? Have you seen that one where it's like, it's 7 o'clock on the dot, I need my crack rock. Very quick.
I know which.
And then you have that, was it Michael Crackson one? It's like, he's got the banner. And you got the good to get the good to get the and you got the good. Oh, bruv, it's hilarious, bruv. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, big up. And sporting director of football is paid to safeguard the clubs and owners. Yeah, exactly. That's what they're there to do. That's what they should be there to do. No amount of backstabbing and trying to, because that's the thing. He's not going to throw. He will try and throw Berta under the bus, but it won't work. It won't work because Berta has already walked in and stamped his authority without hardly saying shit, bro. That's a bad man. That's a real bad man. Word to Ninja Man, innit? I think it's Ninja Man. You know, if you know, you know. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, it's like Arteta is shook of him, bruv. I've always said that Lego Head's a flat track bully. Do you know what I'm saying? But as soon as a real bad man, because he ain't Edu can be got at. Berta can't. And he's Italian as well.
I was just going to say, he's Italian. You don't mess with the Italians.
Yeah, and he's very mafioso. Like, was it Tony Soprano settings? Do you know what I'm saying? You don't give a fuck, bro. You don't give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Like, our players are playing through injury. Yeah, of course, bar academy grads, and even some of the academy grads. Ethan's been injured already. I would be surprised if Skelly's getting knocks here and there, probably playing through a few things here and there. But yeah, fuck all the sympathy. You're a grown man. You make your own decisions. Exactly. If your support system isn't advising you correct, seek a new one. Yeah, but you won't do that because you don't have the nous for that, mate. As you know, I'm a man. I don't play the identity. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. But we try and be reasonable here. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I'm a reasonable guy. But apparently I'm toxic and negative still. But I'm a reasonable guy. But I hear you, mate. I hear you. But at least I know now, either way. I don't take that shit personally. Not at all. Unlike Lego Head, when he gets really questioned by Gail fucking Davis, of all people. Do you know what I'm saying? When she puts it on him, like it's next level. Do you know what I'm saying? Arteta goes from to do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I don't know if you saw the press conference. Even the Spanish journalists in Madrid were asking him some tough questions, if not one or two. And apparently Arteta was looking annoyed.
Yeah.
So yeah, because there are some direct questions. There are some direct questions, not fake, very, very crappy questions. Just honest, direct questions about football and the team. And Arteta was getting annoyed about it. I was like, yes, go. Because the Spanish journalists, they don't hold back. Doesn't matter if it's Barcelona or even Madrid, even Valencia or Sevilla. And the journalists overall in Spain are. They can be savage when they want to be.
They're no joke, bro. They are absolutely no joke whatsoever. And again,
it's funny. Our media used to be that. Our media used to be that, Natster.
Yeah.
Used to be savage. Now, but last 10 years, in my opinion, it's been.
Yeah, because they're in bed with them, as you know. They're in bed with like the clubs figured out a way, and especially after COVID, they were like, do you know what?
Actually, I was just going to say it. Ever since after COVID, the media's just gone way downhill.
Yeah, I don't really respect any sport journalists at all.
Yeah, but it's just. I mean, it's been bad for decades. Let's be honest, but it's hit an all-time low after COVID, and because now it's all sparkles and unicorns and obviously in PR crap. It's just it never ends.
It's a joke, mate. It's a joke. Just stick to football, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, stick to straight facts, stick to football.
Yeah.
None of this PR, OCS, bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying? And just like Central Man Network, as I was going to say, but either way, excuses by top gooners when we lose to PSG in both legs. Don't worry, guys. We tried. Yeah. But don't worry, they gave it their best shot, guys, and all of this crap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here?
We'll be hearing that.
And again, big up this Donny. Right here, right now. Fuck by slim settings, as we know. Arteta was an Edu and Vinay signing. Where are they now? Berta is a Garlic and Lewis signing. Stars are unaligning and realigning. I think it might be. Bro. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. And it will be very interesting tonight because the game kicks off in an hour's time or so, give or take?
1 hour and 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, because it's was it 8 o'clock, something like that, or just over 8?
Yeah.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, it is 8 o'clock. Yeah. So it'll be very interesting to see tonight how this team performs. I know what this manager's going to do. I know what he's going to try and do, but I want to see these players, the Declan Rices, the Bukayo Sakas, even the Trossards, the Martinellis, whatever, Salibas, even David Raya, even though he's been a bit shaky, and just be like, fuck this manager. We're playing how we want to play. And to be honest, I think a lot of the players aren't listening to him anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? They've had enough of his ass for time. I've been saying it. They're not playing for him. They're playing for themselves, bro. But within the team, do you know, that's the difference. There's playing for yourself individually and being like, we all hate this manager, but we all have our own like selfish desires and, objectives and all of that reasons. But there's a common goal for pretty much all of these players. Bar Odegaard, isn't it? There's always one rotten apple, and obviously that's pillow foot, isn't it? Yeah. It needs to be slapped in the oops upside his head kind of settings. Do you know what I mean? That's what needs to happen. Like he didn't get, Odegaard is the type of kid that never got slapped Never been slapped in his life.
Until recently, when Mateta bodied him. I just cracked up laughing when he did. I was like,
yeah, exactly. Imagine if his mum slapped him around the face, bro. Or slapped him on the hand.
I'm sorry.
He'd cry his eyes out. Even at like 15, 16, bro. Like,
I'm sorry, but I just burst out laughing when Mateta floored him. It's like, oh, you're the captain. Look where the captain is now, facing the dirt. Mateta, get out of the way, bang, and then he scored that wonderful goal. Which Raya, don't do that, please don't come off your line anymore when it comes to Europe. So
I think there's a lot more accountability in Europe, but I think the players know as well deep down. The only ones that don't care is obviously the donkey that is injured, of course, thankfully in a way, and then Pillowfoot. Other than them two, everyone else gets it. Everyone else cares. They all know what needs to be done, and other than Odegaard, they all trust each other pretty much. So it's just like, okay, Odegaard's playing against us. We know this manager's going to play him no matter what. Because do you know what he is? He's basically like a prefect, isn't it? And he's that one prefect that you hated at school. No one liked him. Do you know what I'm saying? Goody two shoes and all that bollocks. Wanted to fit in, but never could really. So he was given that authority and thinking he was special and all of that. But nah, you ain't that guy, bruv. You ain't that guy. I remember being prefect one time. I thought it was better than it was at the time. It wasn't. I just handed it back. I was just like, had my time, whatever. Didn't do shit for me. Load of valuable letters.
Never happened to me. I tried to. It's funny because I tried to be prefect, bro, but never happened. So I'm the lucky one.
Yeah, there you go. It's not for everyone, and it shouldn't really be for anyone.
And the people that voted for them, they were all stuck up, and it's all popularity contest, bro. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's all political bollocks. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which it was. Yeah.
And again, this, do not be surprised if
he's athletic enough or smart enough, academic enough.
Do not be surprised if Oba releases his autobiography once his NDA runs out in it, because obviously we're going to hear what Edu's what's going on with him in it, with him being at Forest and all of that. In the summer when his gardening leave ends in July or some shit like that. But I want to see what Oba says, because he's in the dressing room with the players. Like, Edu weren't really in and around there that much. Obviously, he was behind the scenes, but not like that. He wasn't in the dressing room and on the training ground like that. Even Bird has more involved with that.
But Edu will mention one or two private conversations he had with Arteta where disagreements.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But Oba will be the most interesting one, because trust me, he will mud.
Bamia, I was like, who?
100%. He will destroy them, bro. No amount of money can salvage either of their reputations, bro. And he's the type of guy to do it. He don't give a fuck, bro. This guy is pure African, like French speaking and all that. Them French boys that, from that part of the world,
he's actually French,
and all that. Yeah, exactly. I know
he was born in France.
Born in France,
but decided to play for.
Yeah. He don't give a fuck, bro. He's a bad boy. Like Patrice Evra, innit? Like, Patrice just says what he thinks, bro. You don't give a shit what anyone. He's that type of guy, bro. Oba understands and can do the media thing, but deep down, we know he's a bad man, bro. Even Laka to a lesser degree, they're bad men, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So no wonder neither of them lasted long.
Even Henri.
Oh, without a doubt.
The amount of times he's criticised Arteta this season, that's been fantastic.
Patrick Vieira, but Manu Petit's the best one, because he's staying consistent. Whoever the manager is, what's going on at this club, and he feels genuine hurt and pain, bro. And he stayed on that point. You know what I'm saying? Watch, and there's a good chance we don't win this Champions League, or we get knocked out by PSG by next week. Yeah, I think that will be. What is it? Is it going to be the 7th of May or something like that? Is that when we play the second leg, or is it?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
7th of May, on Wednesday.
It's definitely next week. So
yeah.
So next Wednesday. So if you can check the date.
Yeah. Watch what he says. Watch exactly what Manu Petit says, because Manu Petit don't mince his words. And even though English is obviously not his first language, he's been in England, and his English is great, as you know. Like it's yeah, you're right. It is the 7th of May. 8 o'clock kickoff as well. Wednesday. Yeah. I thought that was the case as well. But yeah. Like it's just one of them ones where it's just like for me, we all have to deliver, but especially them two, the manager and the captain. Now we've got to this point where it's just like all the other players are stepping up in the Champions League. The league's obviously done, who cares, whatever. But in the Champions League, only Wodegaard hasn't stepped up. And the players are sick of that shit. I've seen Declan Rice trying to take the reins and all that, and he's doing it, with Partey. Wodegaard's a bitch, bruv. He's that guy that whenever a fight breaks out at school or on road, wherever, he's the first one running. 1,000 miles and running. Forget 100 miles. He's 1,000 miles and running. You know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Tactics and all of that shit, man. Like, you do not want that guy anywhere near top level sport. Never mind football, bro. Top level sport. You don't want that guy. That guy's not even a show pony. If he was a show pony, a good show pony, I'd be like, fair enough, innit? He's just not cut out for the high level. But you look at all the guys that didn't make it, like to the heights that they should have done. Adel Taarabt, Hatem Ben Arfa. Obviously, Benzema got there in the end. Obviously, Benzema was in the same academy as Hatem Ben Arfa around that same time as well. Like, and then who else was a fucking baller that probably should have got
at least Taarabt?
Yeah,
technically, hold on, bro. Technically, Taarabt did rejuvenate his career when he went to Benfica and he managed to win some trophies. So his career wasn't complete. He wasn't complete waste, but I hear what you're saying.
But he should have got to an even higher level, though. That's basically the point I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
And Hatem Ben Arfa, he was at Newcastle. He was brilliant. I know he got a leg break or two here and there, but yeah, that guy's dribbling, touch, could finish as well. That guy was oozing fucking talent, oozing sauce, bro.
Bro, do you remember Joe Kinnear that used to coach Newcastle?
Yep.
You know what he used to call him? Yeah, I remember hearing on the radio. He's several years ago. He used to call two French players. But I'll tell you the names. He used to call Hatem Ben Arfa Ben Afri.
Ben Afri, yeah. Oh yeah.
And he used to. And do you remember Johan Kabay? Which I like that play. He was.
Yeah, no. What was it? Oh yeah, I know. Oh, Johan Kebab, was it Johan Kebab? Yeah, that was the one. I fucking knew it. Man like Kinnear.
when you call him Johan Kebab, I was like,
yeah.
That's going to piss off.
Je m'appelle Joe Kinnear.
Pissed off quite a few Newcastle fans. Like,
Je voudrais crepes or creeps, bro. Do you know what? That's the Oh my god. Oh, this has been sensational. This is why I expect tonight a sensational performance. But yeah, we are going to wrap it because I'm going to prepare, to watch the game. Got a few other things to do. I'm sure you've got stuff to do as well. But much love to you, Static. I will go the comments before we. It's hard to keep track of them. I'm not going to lie. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the world of YouTube.
Exactly. I will get there. I will get there.
Especially for being consistent, which you are being.
Yeah.
You're putting the work right, bro.
Yeah. It was here. This is where Southampton, Palace, Brentford, Newcastle historically bullied on. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Been there.
Even you could say Brighton as well, home and away.
Brighton. Yeah, it's been a joke. I can't believe I have to ask my club captain to just 3 top performances to win this competition to justify his 240. Yeah, exactly.
Someone else said that on our channel.
Even
I heard
the
that comment
donkey.
go around, but it's true. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, even the donkey turned up in a Champions League final to justify, what the wages he was on at Chelsea at the time and all that. Do you think Erdegaard's going to turn up in 3 games? I could put my life on it that he doesn't. Like him solely, even if we do win the Champions League, it will be in spite of him, despite of him, not because of him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like again, this is what we're dealing with. But big off, DR.
Overall, but it's not looking good. It's not
Eddie
looking
needs to
good.
spill the beans on the disagreement between Arteta players, Vinay, and yeah, 100%. That will come out, and we will be there. Best believe that. Best believe that. That's all the comments. Yep. So we will wrap up the show right here, right now. Fat Boy Slim Setting Static. Thank you very, very much, brother, for being on my stream. Much appreciated. Giving up your time. It's been about an hour or so. So yeah, let me know.
It's 2 hours now. Look at the clock.
Yeah, 2 hours now. But yeah, like even an hour, half an hour, whatever time you can contribute. Much appreciated.
That's all right. I would look, bro. It's an absolute honor and a privilege to be doing a live show with you finally, especially on your own channel. So, and like I said, look, keep up the good work as always. And like I said, you're definitely going places. And like I said, just keep putting the work in. Hey, listen, if Northside can do it, if Lee can do it, so can you. And even Del Boy, who recently hit 1K subscribers a few months ago, but yeah, even Carl Walsh is just, like I said. And you can always contact them and, for advice and suggestions. Even me, because obviously I do have conversation with them, like, So, but like I said, they're good. You've got good network surrounding you as well. Even Shane Guna, who's just hit over 200 subscribers. Congratulations to him.
Well.
Aaron, 700 subscribers.
Rashid as well. Big up.
Yeah, Rashid as well. Like I said, just keep inviting guests on, and like I said, keep doing, and even your video uploads, your match reactions, they're fantastic. So
much appreciated. Love that humbly.
Anyway, yeah, anytime, bro, anytime. But I didn't know if you want me to shout out my socials or anything.
Yeah, shout out your socials, what you got coming up, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Or whatever stream you're going to be on next. Either one, bro. You have the format.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, which is static__5. You can also find me on Nasser's channel, even Del Boy's channel, Lee's channel, Northside channel, anywhere, pretty much all Arsenal, YouTube, football related channels. I'll be in the live chat. If you do see me live chat, do come and say hello, and I'll do my very best to respond if I see the comments, of course, because people do underestimate the fact that the comments do go pretty quickly sometimes, especially if there's if there's over 1, 2, 3, 4, even 10K in a live chat. It's insane. The amount of I had to keep an eye on everything in live chat and on these live streams over the years. It's absolutely crazy. But in a way, it's fun as well. So because everyone puts in a lot of great comments. So, but like I said, and as for me, apart from life, work, not much. I've got not much else going on. But like I said, if I try to put myself out there, and if people want me to jump on, I'm happy to, if and when I can. So, and finally, I do want to say, look, come on, you Gunners. Like I said, the performance you put in against Real Madrid, do the exact same thing again. And please stay strong defensively as well.
Best believe.
Because PSG are ruthless.
No worries. Like, subscribe, Natster Official. I will be doing a match reaction later as well, regardless. So you're going to get a 2-for-1 special, guys, because I know it's been a minute and you guys deserve more. So I'll give you more. Pause. Either way, like it's
don't interrupt, bro. Would that be live or a video upload?
Oh no, that'll be a video upload. That'll just be a match reaction. I'm more comfortable doing that, but the lives I'm getting there, and obviously when you're hosting it as well, it's different. I had this conversation with Aaron backstage rather, and Rashid and all of that. Still in contact with them guys. So it's and then we'll be in contact as well. We're in the group and all of that. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a big community, guys, and much love and respect. The 9 viewers, we peaked at 9 viewers. I think that's a record as well at this moment in time. So big up to every single one of you for tuning in.
Could I just say big love?
Yeah, go on, bro.
I just want to say, sorry, I just want to say big love and respect to everyone in the live chat. Make sure you do like and subscribe. Nasser's a real one. He always speaks facts. Yeah, that's it from me.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. And we will end it there. And I will see you tonight for the match reaction. Peace.